Hi guys, welcome back. So Italy 10, Ireland 48. Huge bonus point win for Ireland. Could have been more. Pretty much the story of the Six Nations in general for Italy and last Six Nations and the Six Nations before it, but we won't go into that now. But they do attack well, absolutely, and they start off with their good Italian attack and they win a penalty 3-0. But then they give away a penalty straight away with a silly offside. And my goodness, they were offside a lot in this game. Really bad, mainly because they concede territory so easily when they're defending. Means that they give away a lot of offsides, but still, they've got to watch out for that. And some of their offsides actually came from chasing their own kicks, which was ridiculous. Anyway, Ireland get into a bit of a good attack. Kelleher wins a good turnover. And then Kelleher does a lovely throw over the top of the line out to Henshaw. It's actually a try. There is downward pressure later on in that phase, but it's not given. But luckily they do score later on in that phase. Ringrose slicing through. Really good 13 play from Ringrose. Spotting a gap and going for it. Using some strength and pace to go over. So it's 3-10 pretty early on after 10 minutes. And it's not looking good for Italy, kind of as normal. And Ireland clearly are trying to evolve their attack. There's lots of offloads, they're switching play, quick taps, trying to keep the energy high. And because they're making inroads against Italy, driving them backwards, it allows them to play this game. And that's kind of how it goes against Italy normally. Teams can play a good attacking game because they're getting that front foot go forward ball, getting over the gain line. But anyway, could definitely see some evolution in Ireland's attack. It was good to watch. Italy, when their attack doesn't go quite so well, they go to their kicking game, and their kicking game really just gives the ball back to the opposition too much. It's another thing that they've done consistently as a weakness. They've got to improve that and the penalties. Anyway, a sloppy work on the floor from Italy gives away a penalty, 13-3. The Irish forwards were competing super hard at the breakdown all game. Maybe got a little lucky at times, but they were a right pain in the bum. The likes of Henderson, Byrne, Connors, just so annoying. They won a stack of penalties. Referee rewarded them for that. And that carried on through the whole game. Nice pace on the ball for Italy on 21 minutes. They turned down an easy 3 points. And they're right. They need to score tries to win games, which is a shame. They need to be strong enough in defence where they can actually kick goals sometimes to win games. But they know they're not there. They go to a 5-metre line out, then that goes to a scrum, and then a big shunt from Ireland, wins the penalty. That was quite a big moment. Italy maybe could have got back into the game there, but kind of from that point, it just got away from them, really. But their attack is good. Garbisi, Canna, their dual playmaker roles, they're good. They spread the ball so nicely, using their flankers on both wings. But the breakdown work from Ireland in this case on 29 minutes stops that attack. Then we go through a real purple patch for Ireland. I should say green patch, I suppose. Beautiful try. They attack down the blind with Sexton, then swing it back to the left. Ringrose makes a half break, but he's looking for the offload. Keenan is on shoulders all day long. He's a wispy, floaty 15, but he's very technically good. Does all the stuff right. There's a try. He's kind of chasing away like he's running away from kind of hot lava, picking up his toes, and just makes it. It was quite funny. 20 points to 3 to Ireland. And then almost, I put a note here, almost every Irish forward's contesting the ball, the refs rewarding it. Then an even better try on 35 minutes with Ireland pouring onto the ball in their phase play. Lots of pace. And again, a nice offload. I think it's Lama to Connors this time. Lovely try, 27-3 to Ireland. And it's kind of game over, to be honest. But, you know, Italy stuck in there towards the end of that half. They do get the try at the end of that half. A 5-metre line out. Some really good maul defence from Ireland, actually. Italy realised they're not going to win the game in the forward, so they spread the ball wide. Lovely offload from Garbisi, half break and offload. He's a quality player. They just don't have enough of them. Meyer scores the try. He was pretty decent, Meyer. They could do with Pelledri back. But they just, you know, in the tight areas, technical areas, and the physical areas, they're just not winning at all. So it's 10-27 at half-time to Ireland. Then after half-time, there's a mirror image penalty where Italy are offside where the man's in front of the kicker and you have to wait for the kicker to overtake you before you chase the ball, or what you do is you very slowly advance, waiting for the kicker to obviously overtake you, but they were just trotting up anyway. Give away a silly penalty. Ireland go 5 metres out, forwards go to work big time for Ireland, round the corner, pick and goes, unstoppable momentum, Stander smashes over, 10:34, really painful. Then the scrums getting smashed as well, a scrum penalty to Ireland, but then one of a number of technical maul penalties that Ireland give away. I think the refs are definitely looking for players getting in front of the ball too early on the maul, stopping the contest. So it's fair enough. They need to have a look at that, to be honest. Nice Irish hands, but tied Byrne down the left on 53 minutes. Good pace from Byrne. He was good all game. Such an impressive player. And then in that phase of play, it's weird. Keith Earls just kicks the ball out straight away. On the full, under no pressure. That was poor. He gets a try towards the end, but Earls, I don't know, looks a little off the pace compared to the other wingers they've got at the moment. Just a bit odd. Italy carry on with some good side-to-side attack, but don't really get anywhere, to be honest. Ireland constantly over the gain line, and then in this period of the game, Italy just fold, to be honest. So many penalties, just literally giving away penalties left, right and centre because they're going backwards largely. Yellow card, Stander piles over, but it is a knock-on in the ruck, I think, Kelleher. Kelleher made a few technical errors. He's definitely going to be a great player, but a few technical errors in this game, in the maul, line-out knock-on there. On 62 minutes, finally, we get to see Casey and Baird. Hooray. My goodness, what a contrast in frames. The tiny Casey and the huge Baird. Look, I'd be amazed if those two weren't starters very soon. They've got so much talent, and I think they're better than some other players in that squad. I think Casey will be a better scrum half than Gibson Park, although Gibson Park did well in this game. Then so many offsides again for Italy, another yellow card. They're down to 13 men, and it's just, honestly, they could do with getting on a bus and going home right now. Connors smashes over from a driving maul. Italy really have kind of, not thrown in the towel, but when they're getting beaten with 15, when they've got 13, it's just too much. Too many holes. Lowe actually piles through a hole, scores, but actually it's a no try because it is a slight forward pass from Casey. Just a lack of timing there on the pass, or overrunning the ball. Ireland squashing scrums, win another penalty, and they finally score right at the end there. Final try, too much for Italy. Earls gets in, right-hand edge. Sexton, brilliant conversion. Sexton had a good game. And it's all over, 10:48 to Ireland. So really, it's just the same thing for Italy. Decent attack, not good enough in anywhere else. Not looking great. The debate rages on. You know my opinions on this. I'm not sure this is the competition for them, but until a viable alternative comes along, possibly South Africa, I don't think anything's going to happen, but I like them. They're a good side. They're just not good enough, really, compared to the other teams in the competition. A few questions for Ireland. I mean, it was all positives, to be honest. It's always hard to read in too much to these games against Italy when they're just not as good as the other opposition, but second rows. Here's a question. Was James Ryan the third or fourth best second row on the pitch today? Didn't have a bad game, but I thought Henderson, Byrne, Baird, they look better second rows to me. I think that's an interesting one. It's good for Ireland, lots of options. But anyway, that's worth considering. Sexton, sure, he's slow. He's definitely slow, but he's by far their best 10. Good game for Sexton, lots of control, good balance, good kicking as well, goal kicking. Definitely their best 10 option. When Burns came on, didn't look the same quality at all. Got to find a new Sexton quick. But for now, Sexton doing the job well. Irish backs looking classy. Henshaw, Ringrose, Keenan. High class, high energy. I mean, there's going to be a few lions amongst them. Henshaw, Ringrose looking absolutely the centre pairing for me at the moment. We'll see. And Casey, high energy, quick. It's got to be an Irish starter soon, surely. So plenty to like for Ireland. Plenty not to like for Italy. How good are Ireland? Well, we'll see in the next game, I imagine. But they've got their win, did what they need to do, enjoyed the game, and I will catch you guys next time.